Welcome to Northern Iceland in September of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel. The Voyager of the Seas is docked in Akureyri, I think is the name that you pronounce it, like how you pronounce it. It took us a while to kind of get used to that name and to figure out the proper pronunciation for it. We are getting ready to visit basically what you would call the Pseudo-Craters. There's another part of the name that I can't even begin to pronounce. You see it in the title of this video. And here I've got my 360 camera going, and we're just kind of up here checking out this beautiful area of Iceland. Kind of a natural occurrence that created these craters, had to do with lava breaking through the surface years ago or something. If you Google it, it'll kind of give you like a better a better explanation of anything I could offer. But it was a pretty neat deal. This was the Jewels of the North shore excursion. Jewels of the North shore excursion. Voyager of the Seas was doing this one in September 2022. We were on a 14-night Arctic crossing cruise from Denmark over to Boston, Massachusetts. And so this area in Iceland, Akureyri was one of the two stops in Iceland. And so Jewels of the North, of course, being operated out of Akureyri. If you look at some of the other cruise lines that operate up in this region of Iceland, they offer the same excursion. So Jewels of the North is the name basically of this very common shore excursion. And it usually consists of about 6 hours long, and they take you to several different places. And this pseudo-crater area is one of the first stops. Prior to this, if you saw in the previous episode, we had been to the Godafoss waterfall. So that was the first major thing that we saw. Then these pseudo-craters. And then they take us to, after this, in a coming vlog episode, you'll see they take us to a very interesting hotel out in the middle of nowhere that sort of reminded me of one of the scenes from a James Bond movie where it's just a barren landscape and there's a hotel in the middle of nowhere. So that comes up later in the vlog series on this same Jewels of the North excursion. And then also later on, we get to this area that has these hot springs. So that comes up later as well. So a very nice, long 6-hour excursion from the Voyager of the Seas, September of 2022. You see some of the people kind of waving their arms around a little bit. There's our tour guide right there with holding up the number 17 in the red shirt right there. The little gnats that are flying around here are a big problem. And as a matter of fact, when you look at the description of the shore excursion, they tell you, they suggest that you buy these little bug nets that you could wear over your head. And we purchased a couple of them on Amazon prior to the cruise and brought them with us. And sure enough, we ended up putting them on because these little gnats that fly around, you see people just waving their hands. I mean, they become a problem. And at this point right here, we had just gotten off the bus and nobody had really put any of the nets on yet. But you're going to see here in a second where we're walking around and we've got the nets on because they were definitely worth getting.
Did you catch one in your mouth? Some your eyes? A cool one with my teeth out.
You have yours?
Yeah, I got it.